Hello everybody. Road Toad Racing. Well, I got the big purchase home. A New Holland GT22. No motor, just the chassis. And a running and driving Toro wheel horse 518 XI. Got these for a song. Main reason I bought these is look at that axle. Look at the sweep on that thing. Massive spindles. The big offset on the rear wheels. Yeah, look at all that steering linkage. Yeah. Got the motor mounts. This one still has all the wiring harness. Everything's in it, just the motor was taken out. Seized up. But yeah, it was worth it just for the axle. And then this 518, oh, it runs and drives. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Can't get the hood to close on the New Holland. There we go. Yeah. This is a really nice tractor. It even came with a snowplow, which I have a 520 LXI, the liquid cooled Kawasaki in it. Only has like 300 hours. I'm going to use the deck on that one. But same thing. This massive swept axle. This is going to go on the B100. As is the motor. Runs really good. Needs a tune-up. I mean, it sat for a year. Could use a good carb cleaning. You know, degrease the motor and everything. But yeah, I mean, this thing is... it's complete. These are hard to find. I mean, a couple scratches on the hood. But other than that, it is perfect. I'm not sure what the toggle switch is for. I'm thinking maybe that's PTO. Maybe they wired that in or something. Maybe the PTO switch died or something. I don't know. I don't know what this little push button over here does either. Haven't really messed with it, other than just unloading it. Oh, it's got a safety, that's right. I forgot you gotta be sitting on this one. Runs great. It really does. So now I have 2 weeks off. The work begins. Getting this one stripped down. So I almost hate to do it because it's so nice. But these axles, that motor, these have everything I need all in one tractor. These frames are about 1,000 pounds without the motor. So I'll just take them in for scrap. Maybe I'll sell the rear ends if anybody's interested in them or any parts off of them. Yeah. Hell, once I take everything off I need from them, if somebody wants them, they can have them. They can load them. But yeah, I mean, seat doesn't even have any tears in it, neither one. And these things are in phenomenal shape. It's a shame. This one had 784 hours when the motor blew up. The guy was telling me that they took it into a New Holland dealer, they serviced it, they dropped it off. I guess they didn't put the drain plug back in tight, and his wife or somebody was cutting the grass and the drain plug come out and it blew up, and New Holland wouldn't do anything with it. So he took the motor out and was going to rebuild it, just never got around to it. Sold the deck, sold the skins, stuff like that. But minus the headlight cover being boogered up, it's in really great shape as well. So then he bought this one with the plow to plow snow, and they couldn't find a deck for it, so he just decided to sell it. And it's got 532 hours on it. But it runs great. Doesn't smoke. No oil coming out of it. I mean, the oil's dirty. It needs an oil change. It needs good service. I'll degrease it and pressure wash it all off and go through the carb. Just clean it to be sure. New plugs. You know, I like filters. Do the full service on it. Yeah. Such a nice tractor. Wait till you see all the parts that I got that came in today. Because I got a lot of parts. Alright, as I was saying, parts. Yeah, parts. Picked up a set of Kendra bear claws. So these will be sweet. See how these do. Everybody seems to like them. I've never had a set of these, so I thought I'd try a set. Why not? You know. Got a pair of new Sun-F's for the front. New muffler. 10-inch pulley. Box of idler pulleys. Fuel shutoff valve. Wait till you see the gas tank I got for this. Should be here next week. This is a replacement muffler for Darth Raider, the one that blew out the baffle. Some blue lighted rocker switches. Bicycle cables, blue, aluminum. Fuse box, mount for the muffler, blue LED light strips, light bar for a headlight, blue tether cords. And that's all it's come in so far. There's a lot more stuff coming. I can't even think what's all coming. I know I got the fuel cell coming. Lights, exhaust parts, heat wrap. I got a new battery in the truck for it, a small one, motorcycle style, ATV, because there's not going to be a lot of room on this girl. That poor little P100's been buried for a while, and well, here in the next 2 weeks, it's time to dig her out and get going. So yeah, there it is. It's got a great running Kohler on it. The guy I bought it from. This does run and drive. He told me he bought it off his buddy who was hurting for money. Supposedly this engine has a flat top piston and stuff in it and was built. He was going to build a pulling tractor out of it. Without opening it up, I don't know, but I do know it runs really good. It needs a carb, or it just needs a good cleaning, but if anybody's interested in that motor, hit me up. I don't want it. But yeah, this is the B100. It's going to get one of them massive swept axles on it. Winch. Oh yeah, winch is coming. I forget what all. There's a bunch of parts coming. A lot of Jungle website parts. A lot of hobo freight parts, you know how it is. You don't spend a ton of money on these things. So there it is. Oh, and my hub came for the steering wheel for Darth Vader. So we're gonna mess with that today too, and button up some stuff on Darth Vader, I think. Yeah, there's my LXI, the one I actually cut grass with. It's really, really nice. Two I bought don't even have ripped seats. Mine's got a crack. Mine doesn't even have armrests. I think the one with the armrest is going on this one. This thing runs really, really well too. This is where I got the idea for the swept axles. I was just sitting looking at mine the one day and I thought, boy, you know, instead of a John Deere or a 520H axle, what about one of these? These are even beefier. So started looking and measuring, and I think it'll go. I think it'll fit. Might have to do a little bit of grinding, but I think it'll go. The only downside is, boy, once I strip these things, these tractors are about 1,200 pounds. No wheels on them. Boy, they're gonna suck to move around. Maybe I'll just put them on a trailer and take everything off and then just haul them to scrap or something. I don't know. Or maybe I got woods where I got a couple of tractors lined up that I use for parts and maybe future builds. Maybe I'll just park them down there, put them up on railroad ties, and use them for parts as needed. Yeah, I'm so excited. This was a good score. And if anybody's wondering, I paid $500 for both of these. It was just half a day of driving is all. That was the downside. It's far to go get. There's not a lot of these out there. But if you can find one cheap, there's your Kohler side shaft. There's your swept axle. Great offset rims. You got a wiring harness. Use PTO as a kill switch. You know, pretty decent seat. You know, I mean, there's so much you can use on these. So yeah, let's go check out Darth Vader. All right, shop's finally getting warm enough that I can be out here. Got the kerosene heater going and a little space heater to help get the floor warmed up. Well, it doesn't take too long. Usually within about an hour. It's really nice and toasty in here. I mean, it is a small building. So eventually there'll be a much bigger shop here, hopefully this summer. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on this steering wheel. Oh, excuse me there. I already WD'd down and PB blasted that roll pin. Man, is that going to suck to get out. Man, I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm dreading it. But we can get this hub on. You know, I'd like it to be about there, roughly. And then that'll put the steering wheel about here. You can see how much more clearance can be for getting on and off. It'll just be a lot better. So yeah, I'm gonna let that soak for a while. And once I get that off, I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to wire up the horn. Oh yeah, remember how I was saying I didn't know what that one button did on that 518? It's a horn. Yeah, the old timer must have put a horn on it. It's like a little Honda meep meep. So I might actually throw that on here since it's on there. Why not? Free horn. You know, I kind of want to know. Ooga! But yeah, it's a free horn. I might throw it on. We'll see. If I can figure out a way to get wires down, I'll call them and decent. I don't know. We'll play around with it. Till that soaks for a while, I'm gonna start working on this. I gotta get the bumper done and get the winch mounted and get it wired up. I want to get it working. I'm not going to do much on the front bumper because I might be too wide with that big swept axle. Tires might hit, so I might have to cut that back, so we'll see. There'll be a lot of playing around, you know, seeing what I can get done. And I'm probably gonna, since the baffle's gone, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just take the baffle out of that one I got that they sent me as a replacement. I'm probably just going to pull that baffle out, I think. I mean, it sounded good. I just like it to be just a tad bit louder. So I think what I might do today is I'll just slice off like an inch or so of the baffle at a time. Put it back in, see how it sounds, and just keep trying it until it gets to where I like it. You know, mess around. And then, yeah, all that'll be left once I get this axle swap done, the winch put on, bumpers made. I'm gonna make some rock guards and tree kickers. I bought a bunch of square tubing too yesterday to make that. It's just gonna be locking the diff is all it'll be left. And then Darth Raider's pretty much going to be complete, you know. Since this one's more of a, you know, woods cruiser, you know, that got a little out of hand, but I'm really debating. Now y'all might laugh. I've been looking at them. I want to redo my dash panel. I want to get a nice piece of aluminum, replace the factory one. But what I'm thinking I might actually do is get a marine radio and actually put a head unit in here and see if I can find somewhere to mount a couple of ATV speakers, you know, so I can jam out while I'm out riding around. You know, it's, I know a lot of guys will take a cell phone and use like a JBL speaker or something like that, you know, but I don't want to do that. I don't know, I just don't. And, well, where I live, service is terrible to begin with, so you can barely get stuff to play. So that's another reason why I kind of want to do that. Maybe I'll mount a couple speakers or something back here. I don't know. It's just an idea I'm kicking around. Let me know if you think it's ridiculous or how you would do it. You know, I definitely want to get a radio somehow put into this. You know, the marine ones, they're splash proof. I'd build a nice little aluminum box in there. You can get covers for them that close, that seal watertight for the faces and stuff. So it's an idea. It's something I'm playing around with. So yeah, I mean, that's just a little update on this and the plans for tonight. And like I said, hopefully over the next couple of days here, I can get this buttoned up. You know, of course, it depends on how cold it gets. I mean, it gets nice and toasty in here, but it's supposed to be down in, like, I think they're calling -9. Here, starting tomorrow night, it's supposed to start dropping and get really cold for like 3-4 days. So I don't know if I'll be out here getting much work done. See how warm I can get it in here. Yeah, right now I'm in here in shirt and a t-shirt, and or pants and a t-shirt. Yeah. So I mean, it's comfortable. It's nice in here. It's warm. It's probably about 75 degrees in here already. So I don't think it'll get that warm, but I will see. So yeah, that's the plan. That was the big purchase. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to see how it all works out and, you know, go from there. But as always, guys, you know, give me a like, you know, shoot me a comment, you know, follow along. You know, it helps you guys see my videos. As always, Road Toad Racing.